Today, we are going to be talking about why teachers make fantastic real estate agents. I am so excited to share with you part of my journey and part of some of my real estate partners' journeys on how they became a teacher, how they pivoted to real estate, and how this could work out so well for you. And we're going to hop into it right now. Mariah here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. I'm a licensed and active real estate agent here in California and also in Utah. And this channel is literally everything you need to know about how to build and scale your business the modern way by leveraging the power of social media. If that is of interest to you, consider subscribing down below and make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you're notified every week I drop a new video. I hear from people like you all the time who are looking to build and scale their business the modern way, and I absolutely love it. So if you are looking to take your real estate business to the next level, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, and let's chat. So I'm excited to share with you today a little bit of a background of myself getting into the real estate space. I ended up getting my real estate license about 17 years ago when my husband and I had first bought our first property here in San Diego. And I had gotten multiple degrees in education. I had gotten my master's degree in curriculum and instruction. I had gotten multiple credentials, not only in elementary school, but I also had gotten credentials in PE and home ec and just multiple credentials. And after my husband and I bought our first home, I remember telling him, I'm like, I am going to get my real estate license. I don't know when I'm going to use it. I don't know how I'm going to use it, but I am going to figure out a way that I can teach and then I can also, that I can also sell real estate. So that is exactly what I did. At the time that I ended up getting my real estate license, you actually had to go and sit in a classroom and do all of that. So I did that on the weekends. I ended up getting my real estate license. I hung it with a small little boutique brokerage. And then I kind of just sat on it because I wasn't exactly sure of the process of like, how do you actually get your business up and running? Well, I'm teaching third grade during the day and really starting this real estate business up. A couple of things that I wish that in the beginning that I wish I would have started with social media right off the bat. And I wish I would have gotten on a platform, figured out which platform I wanted to get on, and then just really be consistent with that. Some of the most important things, though, why I personally think teachers make such fantastic real estate agents is number one, most teachers, at least the ones that I have been teaching with have for years, they love being around people. They love that communication. They love the interaction. Many of them are very social. Many of them connect well with people. Not only that, but a lot of people that are in this space that are teachers, they like education. They like learning. They like growing as a person, and they like that whole process from start to finish. And one of the things that I think, especially in the real estate industry and the real estate space, is if you are constantly learning and growing, your business can take off in so many different avenues. If you are learning how to prospect in a different way, if you are learning how to leverage social media, if you are learning these different things, there is no limit to how much business you can do, no matter what the market is like, no matter what interest rates are like. You will have control over your real estate business. So teachers, I sometimes think, have an unfair advantage because teachers are constantly learning and growing. And I don't know about you, but it seemed like when I was in that elementary space, every year, 2 years, 3 years, we had a new curriculum adoption. We had a new math program. There was always something new. So in order to be able to teach that, you needed to be able to learn it first. So I remember coming home and, okay, I've got a new manual that I needed to flip through, that I needed to learn how, the process of that. So the same thing, like I said, applies for real estate. There are different things that are changing and you'll constantly learning and growing as you study the market, and as the market shifts depending on what is happening, you will constantly be learning with that. And then you will be educating your clients on what's happening in the market, what's happening through the real estate process. Are you a first-time home buyer and you don't know, the first thing about purchasing a home? this is your job and you get to educate your clients. So that constant education piece is a big one that I feel like teachers nail every single time. Moving right along, the organization and the efficiency piece. I don't know about you, but the number of teachers that I've seen that are so organized, I I I pride myself on being a fairly organized person myself, but some of these classrooms that I've walked into and you see the organization system with the reading, the this, I mean, it's like, oh my goodness, how are you doing this? I want to do that. The labeling systems, the color coding, you know what I'm talking about, right? So that organization piece is next level. Same thing that goes along with efficiency. I've seen so many teachers that are incredibly efficient with their time use, not only in the classroom, but outside the classroom as well, of how they're, managing things, classroom management, all of that. Well, that will carry over into your real estate space as well, because keeping, if you have multiple transactions going at one time, being able to keep all of those organized of, okay, you know what, I have this listing in this city, I've got this listing in this one, this is okay, this one's closing here, this one we're doing the home inspection here, this one is having, so keeping all of those moving pieces up and running really takes some skills with organization, and teachers definitely display a lot of that. Another characteristic that I have personally noticed too is just, like I said, kind of in the beginning too, the love of people, the love of just helping and supporting other people. Teachers generally, you can tell they've got a good heart. They want to help people, they want to support people. And the same thing goes with real estate too. Many of your clients, this will be the biggest financial decision they will ever make in their lives, at least for many people. And being able to help them, support them, be there along the way is going to be huge. And teachers are usually pretty generous with their time. They're pretty generous with, again, I'm making generalizations, but a lot of the teachers that I have worked with and have observed over the years, they're, they're giving, they're supportive, they're all those different things. And that translates really, really well into the real estate space as well, is that if your clients know that you care about them, there's a really good chance they're probably going to be referring you to their friends, referring you to their neighbors, referring you to all different, to their sphere of influence. Next up is negotiation. Yes, I don't know about you, but when you're negotiating with kindergartners, first graders, high school kids, middle schoolers, when you are negotiating, those negotiation skills, when you have a student that does not want to work, when they came in and said, hey, I didn't sleep last night, I had a bad night, all these different things happen, I'm not doing any work today. And you get them from not being willing or wanting to work to completing assignment. I call that a huge win. And I call that like master negotiation skills, because whatever you did to get that student to do whatever they were supposed to do, that's pretty phenomenal. Same thing, great carryover for real estate as well. You are negotiating contracts, you are negotiating price points, you are negotiating terms, you're negotiating all these different things a lot of times with the other listing agent or the other buyer's agent. And when you're negotiating terms, a lot of times emotions can be high. Well, my client wants this and they want this and da da da, right? If you can stay even, if you can stay very, diplomatic about it, but also firm on what your client is looking for or wanting, then those negotiation skills really, really shine through. And ultimately, you being that advocate for your client is going to go so far, especially when you are building that business. And finally, last two, not only do we have negotiation skills, we've got the time management piece. Yes, that time management piece. When you are running your own business, there are different aspects of your business that you are going to need to allot time to. So that marketing piece, that lead generation piece, the, holding all of your transactions together piece and managing that. Teachers usually, again, this is a generalization, but from my experience, many teachers are very effective and efficient with their time management piece. I don't know about you, but when I was teaching third grade, not only did I have to teach language arts and reading, like the reading, the writing, the math, the social studies, the science, the PE, the music, endless, right? Well, If you are not managing your time throughout that day, you're not going to make it to math or science or social studies or PE or art or whatever it is that you're supposed to be teaching that day. So that carryover into your real estate business is huge. Time management is a big one in order to be running an effective business. And last but not least is the problem solving aspect. The problem solving aspect, in fact, I was just talking to one of my clients this past week, and she was like, Mariah, I don't know how you've been able to be so calm when all these different things end up arising in the transaction. Just to give you a quick little background, I listed this, my client's home for sale. Day of closing, she goes, she signs the paperwork, but the person who was buying the home, they ended up having a change of heart and they decided not to purchase the property. So devastating. Well, we put the house back on the market. She ends up getting to keep that earnest money. And 2 days later, we end up going under contract with an all cash offer, close in 10 days. And she kept saying, she goes, you've been so calm through the whole process. And I said, well, I think that's just part of, like, usually in real estate, something's going to come up, right? There's a deal that might go sideways. There's going to be problems that arise. Same thing in the classroom, right? So and so is going to have maybe an off day. There might be a fire drill during the middle of the day and you're right in the middle of class teaching a lesson and you have to go out. There are always going to be problems that arise, not only in the classroom, but also in a real estate transaction, that if you are, prepare as much as you can and you are good at problem solving, you're going to be able to roll with it. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of a snapshot, at least for me in my experience of, being a teacher, moving into the real estate space. And again, why teachers make such great real estate agents. They've got that negotiation piece down. They've got that problem solving piece. They're caring, they're supportive, they're good communicators. Many of them are very organized. Many of them are efficient with their time. Many of them are looking for ways to help and support other people. So if you are a teacher, if you are thinking about going into real estate, if you are a teacher and you do have your real estate license and you're thinking, oh, I haven't done anything with it, I don't know how to get started, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Let's see how we can build and scale your business the modern way by leveraging the power of social media. Wishing you a fantastic rest of your day. Take care and have a good one. Bye. That you showed up was real.